What is going on? I am Lane. I'm super excited to be sharing this video with you today. This video is for deck builders who are looking to take on a bit more work. Whether you need more jobs to stay busy, you're trying to add a second crew, this video is for you. Specifically, if you don't want to spend a lot of extra time doing it. Maybe you're already busy managing your day-to-day, managing your employees, that kind of thing. I'm going to show you how you can get more work coming in without a lot of time. Actually, with 1 minute a day, or even less, if you actually follow the strategy that I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to move to the bottom of the screen. Let's get into it. Okay. So you're a deck builder. You build decks. You've got guys that build decks, and you either want to stay fully booked year round. Maybe you're not fully booked, or you tend to get slow in the winter, or you only want to do ideal projects, or maybe both of these. You don't want to do deck refinishes or small little decks or things like that. You want to do big custom stuff. Or you just want more high paying customers. Tired of dealing with tire kickers that just want the lowest quote possible. This is the dream. This is the ideal. And there's a way you can get a lot closer towards all of this by just spending 1 minute a day. It might sound crazy. If you watch towards maybe about halfway through the video, I'll show you the exact what I mean by that exactly. So if you want any of these things and you don't have it currently, you're probably dealing with one of these common problems, which is you either just don't have enough leads coming in general to get the amount of jobs that you want to be doing. This can come from numerous different reasons, but likely you're just not putting your business out there enough to get the amount of work you want. Or let's say you are doing leads, but you get too many tire kickers. You're getting people that don't want to pay as much as you want to charge. They're just shopping around. They're going to go with the lowest quote possible. Or let's say you're getting leads, you're closing jobs, but they are not ideal. These are jobs that are low profit. You have to go back to the job site a million times, just not exactly what you want to be doing. So when people are faced with these problems and then they want these outcomes, they typically there's a pretty common route that people tend to follow. Usually it just comes to posting on social media. Either they're doing it themselves or they hire some, in-house maybe marketing person to do social media for them, some social media manager. The There's some kind of big problems with this though. Posting just on Facebook alone only shows your posts to your followers of the page. And the followers of the page already know who you are. They likely already trust you. You're likely already the business they're going to choose if they need a deck built, but they might not. So you're limited to your followers. If you're posting reels like videos on Instagram or Facebook, the problem with that is it doesn't get showed to only your followers. It's the exact opposite. It gets shown to the entire world. So if you are in Seattle, Washington, people in Florida are going to be seeing your reels, and they're not ever going to be your potential customer. Now, Instagram and Facebook, they do some effort to show your reels to people that are local to you, but there's no way to target who your actual ideal customer, which is a homeowner, maybe in a certain area, a certain neighborhood that maybe has a certain income level, that kind of thing. So just posting on social media alone maybe will get you a job here and there, not very common. And it isn't a bad thing to do. It's a very good thing to do in general as far as building your brand and having a place for people to go to build trust if they're searching you. But for just getting jobs in the door, it's not what's going to do it for you. So some people, what they turn to after that is boosting posts, which you can do on Instagram. I guess, yeah, you can do it on Facebook too. It's for both of them. It's when you post a video or a post, it gives you this option to boost. Don't do it. Don't boost posts. Boosting is really built for engagement, getting likes and followers and just getting lots of views. It's not targeted to make money, to get leads that are going to turn into paying customers. You can't properly target the right kind of people who would be your customer. You can't do any sort of testing, which advertising is like not simple. It takes a lot of work to have successful ads. Most ads out there in existence are not profitable. So it takes a lot of different things to make it profitable. You can't do any of that within the if you're just boosting a post. You need to be within Facebook Ads Manager building a campaign. You can't track if it's actually working or not either. So boosting a post, if you're trying to grow some sort of following, yeah, you can do that. But if you're trying to get leads and get jobs, this is not what's going to be for you. So if that doesn't work, you're likely just going to sit back and continue to wait for referrals. Now, referrals are amazing, but waiting on referrals and relying on referrals to grow is not good because it's something that is completely out of your control. You can't control whether your past customer refers their friend to you or whether their friend ends up calling you when they end up being a dick. So it's out of your control. It takes a long time And this, when people rely on referrals, it's what causes the typical feast or famine schedule where one month you're like, oh, this is amazing. We're booked. We're overbooked. Then all of a sudden it dries up. Again, referrals are great. If your business is already kind of killing it and you have a lot of leads coming in organically, having a referral system on top of that is like throwing gasoline on the fire. It's amazing. But for getting the growth initially, it's not what's going to do it for you. Okay. So if all of these things don't work, what works? What are you going to actually need? Okay, well there's a hint. But this is the two things that you're going to need. You need to put your business in front of thousands of new homeowners every single week. So the in order to get a sale, there's basically two steps someone has to pass through to get there. They have to become aware of you and then they have to trust you. So putting your business in front of thousands of people is getting more people just simply aware of your business. So you got to find a solution that does that. You also have to show off your best work in a way that builds trust. So after people become aware of you, you need to show them that you are a trustworthy business. You do good work, you're going to show up on time, that kind of thing. And if you can do both of these things, you will get more sales, which is more deck builds. So there's a bunch of ways to do this whole thing right here. There's a million different ways. But if you're looking for the 1 minute a day strategy, it's going to be Facebook and Instagram ads with a caveat. This isn't just throw up some ads and you get for 1 minute a day and you're good. But if you don't know what they are, when people are scrolling on Facebook, you can just put advertisements in front of them. So and you can target specific types of people in specific locations. Some of those people have money. Some of them want to give you their money. So the pros is you can target homeowners that don't know of you yet. So that's increasing your awareness, increasing your community's awareness of your brand. They get to see examples of your work and they get to see and hear you specifically as the owner or operator of your business. That is going to be what is crucial to build trust with these ads. Now, these people also get frequent touch points building trust until they are ready to buy. There's some statistic I've heard a million times that it takes like 7 touch points for someone to actually trust you enough for you to pay for them to pay you. That's with this system, that's what we're building into it. Okay, so this only works with a good ad strategy. It is very possible and common to throw up Facebook ads and burn through cash and get no jobs. I've seen it done. I have done it myself. I've spent thousands on ads for my business that actually didn't get any results. And over time they did, but that's the kind of the point. You need the correct strategy to make this work. So what makes a good ad strategy? There are two components. There's your ad campaign in general, and then there's your ad creatives. With Facebook and Instagram ads, creatives are super important. They're kind of like the main component of an Instagram and Facebook ad, but the ad campaign itself is important as well. So that consists of the ad setup, which is like within Facebook Ads Manager, what type of campaign are you choosing? Is it going to be leads, or is it going to be engagement, or is it going to be traffic? And then within the ad sets, how you're splitting up your ad sets, the different targeting options within the ad sets, the different settings within your ads, the placements, all these kinds of things. That's within the setup. Now, this is what we specialize in, what I do at Max Out Leads. This is an entire like 6 hour video if you want to learn all of that. But other than that, there's the ongoing updates and optimization, the general strategy for updating the ads and maintaining them. Because Facebook ads are not set it and forget it. They're actually like the opposite of set it and forget it. If you do that, the ads will probably just stop working after a few weeks and you'll be losing your money. So that's what you need to do with your ad campaign. For ad creatives, you can either do videos or static. I like to do static if you just need some quick jobs coming in, but if you want a long-term strategy that's going to build trust and get really good leads coming in, videos are key, but throw in some statics as well, and you'll have an awesome strategy. Okay, so how does this take 1 minute per day? Here is the magic of the whole video. Now, so let's say you're an owner of the business and you're going to try and DIY Facebook ads. You are probably going to spend at least 3 to 8 hours per week at the beginning, getting them set up, filming the creatives, editing the creatives, uploading them, writing the ad copy, making sure your settings are all right, launching the ads, monitoring the ads, probably stressing like, okay, I just spent $300 and got 0 leads. What happened? Like, what was wrong? So doing it yourself, it takes a lot of work and a lot of energy, especially if you're the business owner. Because if you're a deck builder, you're likely not a Facebook ads specialist. So this is not the 1 minute a day solution. The 1 minute a day solution is having an in-house marketer just like you hire someone to come work in your office and maybe they do other stuff as well, but they're doing your ads, or hiring an agency. Now, the 1 minute a day comes from you pulling out your phone while at the job site, taking a few quick videos, 10 to 30-second clips, and sending them to your ads guy or your in-house marketer, whatever you're doing. So literally at the job site, you're going to pull out your cell phone. Your iPhone is fine. Your Google phone is fine. You're going to take a selfie video. I'll give you kind of like some what to use for a script. You're going to show yourself on camera. You're going to show your work, and you're going to do this every day, showing off different stages of jobs, different jobs. You're going to have different types of scripts, but literally, you have to do this once a day at a certain point, and it might take you 1 minute to get like 2 or 3 clips. Send them to your ads guy, and then I'll show you the strategy as well for what to do after that. But this works for certain reasons. So every week we upload new ad creatives to the campaign, and what this allows us to do is to quickly find what works and what doesn't. Every market is different. You can launch one ad campaign in Vegas. You can copy and paste it to a different city and it might not work. People are different in different areas. People respond to different things. So we can quickly find what's going to work and what's not for your market. That's going to save you a lot of money in testing. Also, the customer is never going to get tired of seeing the same ad over and over again. There's a thing called ad fatigue, where when everyone in your market has already seen your ad, they've already seen it, they don't want to see it again. It's not gonna it stops performing, and it not only just stops getting results, Facebook literally just like stops showing the ad. So this is going to prevent that, and they get a chance to see you in multiple scenarios and get to see multiple jobs firsthand. So these people are going to be seeing you consistently over time, and that's what's going to build trust. So um, let's see. This is an example of like what it actually might look like. So let's say here's you filming videos every single day, every week, and your in-house marketer, your ads guy, is going to launch 4 ads the first week. Okay. Let's say ad one killed it, ad three killed it, ad two and four, they were like the leads were too expensive. They weren't getting good results. So you cut those 2 ads, throw in some new ads, add five and add six, and then run them again. You have ad one, three, five, and six. Now let's do some optimization, some analyzation, some analysis. Ad three stopped performing. Not it. Ad six never performed. So ad five was working. Move on to the next week. Then you add in ad seven, ad eight. This is just an ongoing process of constantly having different campaigns or different ads running within the same campaign. And we're killing two birds with one stone with this strategy. We're finding which ads perform the best, but we're also just giving the customer a chance to see a new version of you, a new job, a new angle, that kind of thing. So people are not going to be getting as bored seeing the same ad over and over again. This is what the actual, thought process might look like of one of your customers. So at first, it's just curiosity. Oh, hey, that's a nice deck. They're just going to see it, maybe scroll. Then it's going to turn into familiarity. Oh, I keep seeing this guy over and over again. Like, okay, he's becoming familiar to me. Then that's going to build trust. They're going to be like, oh yeah, that's John from that company. I keep seeing his videos. Like, cool, these guys seem legit. And that is going to eventually turn into authority. And that's when action happens. So when people trust you and they know what you do, and then when that person is ready to reach out to someone to build their deck, you're going to be the guy to go to. So now if you're making all these videos, what do you actually do for the videos? I kind of went over this a little bit, but it's basically selfie videos showing what you're working on and then aesthetic videos of your work. So iPhone or drone. So maybe half the videos you're going to do are going to be you taking a selfie video, pointing to your work, talking to your client, and just showing off what you have going on. On top of that, you're going to do aesthetic videos of your work. So just kind of pan your phone over the job, over the deck. If you have a drone shots look epic most of the time if you do it well. So you just need a different variety of videos. And then us at Maxed Out Leads, we would pick which ones we think are the best. We would edit them up and make them work best for advertisements. But all of the videos should call out your customers. So if you're in Vegas, you should say Las Vegas homeowners. That's like the first thing you should say. Then you should say who you are, what you do. You could say, we're out here in this neighborhood building a new deck for this family. Who you are, what you do. I guess that's just what you do. But you want to show off your work and then have a call to action. You're going to say, click on this video to get in touch with us, and we will give you a quote or a free design for your new deck. Now, with the selfie videos, you can just say these things. With the aesthetic videos, you can put this stuff on text on screen or here on the ad copy. So that's the way to do it. I'm not going to show who this is, but this deck builder right here, or he does deck and fence. Sometimes he has like 24 different ads running, and I check him pretty frequently, and he's pretty open about his work, but he's making a lot of money. Like he's doing hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue a month, and he's mainly relying on Facebook ads and just his referral network together. So that's the overall strategy. So if you are looking to stay fully booked year round, only do ideal projects, and have high paying customers, okay, I didn't touch on this, but you're gonna get high paying customers because people that have money and are ready to spend it, they're not pick they're not picky with how much they spend. They're picky with who they spend their money on. So they want to find someone that they can trust. And if you can show up on their newsfeed and over the course of a couple of weeks build that trust with them, they're going to pick you and they're not going to haggle about the price because they've seen your work, they've seen your face, they are going to end up talking to you, they're going to trust you. So that's the whole strategy. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll help you out. Yeah, good luck with it. I hope you can build a lot of decks here soon and stay busy through next winter. Peace out.